By Friday, we'll be
15.
finished with calculus AB. Right? Okay. So the packet I had, our last concept, were called differential equations and slope fields. We're gonna do slope fields first. And you'll get that pretty easily, I think. And then we're gonna do differential equations. So basically, what we're looking at, sorry if I'm still not quite well yet. This is a code word for derivative, is all it is. Okay, so you're given a derivative. Can you work with it? That's the idea here. Okay, now we've done a little bit of that, right? We had one on that multiple choice test right there. You're given the derivative or slope, and you have to calculate the original. That's going to be one of the things we're going to do. A little more involved here, but we're working with derivatives. All right. We are going to work on this one today. Right here. We're going to understand the relationship between slope fields and solution curves. Okay, and you'll see what those are. Yeah, that's all blah 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 blah. I will go over these. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. You are given what you would call at this point a derivative, but it's called a differential equation. That's what these are. Okay? Have you ever heard of, there's an entire set of courses in college devoted to differential equations. It's called DiffEQ. You heard that? And this is, we're just getting like a 1 week intro into it. But this is a differential, these are all differential equations because they are derivatives. Okay. The first thing that we need to be able to do is generate what's called the slope field. Okay. So basically, this is a derivative, so it represents the slope, right? Of whatever function that is. I don't even care what function it is at this point. Okay. We're going to look at that derivative at every single point on this grid and just put a little slope indicator on it. Okay, so at 0, 0, right? So I have a point 0, 0. These are my x, y values, correct? What is x plus y? 0, right? So all I'm going to do is put a little notch there, a little line segment that has 0, that slope of 0. Yeah, so take the point 1, 1, what's 1 plus 1? 2. So draw something that's somewhat 2-ish. I'll give you some clues on how to draw those, but what about 0, 1? The slope is 1, right? Fortunately, in the AP exam, you only have like 6 of them to do. So you have a lot more than that here. Just a little hint. 0 is pretty easy. 1 is a 45-degree angle, but notice how the 2 is just steeper than 1. That's all we're looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. What about negative 1, 0? Negative 1. Right.
It isn't so bad. Yeah, I know it. It's not like
There's not really a catch here. You have to be able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide.
Why is the 2 one right there? I don't understand.
2 here?
Yeah.
You just
Oh,
X and Y are
okay,
1 and
okay,
1.
okay.
1 plus 1.
So, since it's 2, it makes it steeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just continue. What's the slope here at 0, negative 1? Negative 1, right?
Yes, it's true.
You can actually start seeing patterns. Oh, that one's too much. Let's get rid of it. Notice the diagonal. The diagonals on this one match because they all add up to 2. So if you start seeing these patterns, you can start marking things off a lot faster. This diagonal is all 1.
So in these questions, that you have to do that for every single point on that graph. So like it's all.
Yeah, you'll be asked to do all of them. Like I get told you in the 8th exam, you only have 6 or 8. I only give you like 6 dots. I'm asking you to do more. That's okay. But again, patterns, right? What's the slope at negative 2, 0, negative 2? And again, it just has to be a little bit steeper.
Yeah.
You see how I'm getting almost the same?
I'll draw them on.
Is anybody still confused at how to generate these little slope indicators?
They kind of look like the same. Right.
Just like, you give 0, 1, 2's a little steeper, 3's a little steeper, 4's a little bit steeper. I mean, we're just looking for making just relative to each other. Are they accurate? It's not going to be perfect, mind you. Right? You understand, Sean?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Are we okay with this? Generating a slope field?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to be a lot smaller on the AP exam. Okay, the other thing we'll ask you to do is match a slope field to a differential. So you won't actually have to generate it, but you'll have to pick the correct one on a multiple choice question. Okay. Now, this one's much more difficult because I give you 10 choices and 10 grids. Right?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
I'm going to give you some strategies for picking these. Okay, how about this one? Sine x, right? What's the original function? If that's the derivative, negative cosine, right? So you're looking for a slope field that'll look something like this. That's the negative cosine graph, right? So are there any of them like that? Maybe F. It's a possibility. See how the slopes come like this? Okay. So basically your derivative, all it's doing is it just doesn't have a constant determined yet. We haven't placed the location. Okay, so that's a possibility. Is G possible?
That was the sign.
This is a sine function.
Yeah.
So no. Yeah, that's probably going to be F. Okay, here's what's nice about this one. It only involves X, right? So if I look at everything on the X value should be the same, right? Y doesn't change at all. So anything up and down is all the same. So if X is 0, what's the sign at 0? 0, right? So when I look at graph F, are these all zeros? Yeah. Right? What's the sign at? These are all in not radians, so you use your calculator. Calculator. What's the sign of 1? It's going to be a positive number with a very small slope. So you're wisely choosing here based on your knowledge. So this would be F. Okay. This one only involves Y values, right? So the X's should all be the same. So that's a strategy to look. So there's one strategy to look for stuff is using that knowledge that X or Y is single. Using your knowledge of derivatives and integrals is another strategy. These two both involve just X's, so you're probably going to have just vertical. Everything's the same vertically. This one as well.
So what do you mean if X's are all the same?
Look at, if I put an X value of 0, it's all the same vertically. That's because this only involves sine X. There's no Y value. If you look at some of these others, they have X and Y in them. It's going to be different. Look at this one, see how these are all the same? Probably just involves X.
So for each Y value, the X. So if I only have Y value in my fraction, then my X's are the same.
It should be horizontal and some other any like that. On that page.
But isn't it the Y that is the same? Because I can go on the Y axis. Oh no, I got it. Sorry.
The Y is what changes,
Yeah.
right? So the Y changes every time the Y changes, but the X is always the same. So here's a horizontal example. Okay. Do you think you can handle those? Honestly, the multiple choice here is harder than generating a slope field, just because you have to choose, right? Take a look at this one here. At the point 0, 0, my slope is 0, correct? Right, so if I have a strategy here, could that one work? Could. Could. So I can go through and eliminate this one. No, because it's horizontal. This will be a Y. That one. Probably not. Okay, so you can go through and eliminate this one, no, right? That's, well, we already did that one, so no. No. Nope, that's not 0. So see how I've narrowed down my choices here? This is a no. That one's a possibility. You can kind of pick one point, you can eliminate over half of these usually. And then the more you do, the easier it gets. Okay. There are some strategies up here. Again, look for places where the slope is 0 is a very good one to use. Slopes along the X and Y axis, like 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, equals 3, 0. Again, I told you about depending on X or Y, that's horizontal versus vertical, and then positive versus negative slopes. Okay. Not very difficult, I mean, it just takes a little bit of work. Any questions? They'll usually have 5 points or so, just depending on, sometimes they might give you multiple choice of one of these, and maybe a free response, or you have to generate a slope field. Thursday and Friday, I'll show you how to solve these for the equation. So yeah, it comes up, and it's usually easy money. It's not very difficult. Once you work with it a little bit, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, your job is to finish slope fields for these. Anything we didn't do in class. So there's 5 there, right? To generate the slope fields, and then do all the multiple choices, and you're good. Okay, do not go to this page, because we will do that Thursday and Friday. Okay. No, it's due Thursday. So finish what we didn't take notes on by Thursday. Okay. Tomorrow we'll practice this a little more in class. This one? Okay. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to give you your tests back that I have graded from before spring break.